Hi guys, it's Karen. I'm going to be doing a little bit more work on this beading area. Nothing too heavy duty. I'm fighting a cold. And I just thought I'd take you along for anybody who's interested in organizing bead spaces. Not that I'm going to be giving you like the best solution ever, but this is just how I'm trying to get things organized. So if you see, here's my beading area, and there's still the box of beads that I have to go through and all that over there in that giant mess. Yarn. Oh. Okay. So what I did today is I put up this bulletin board that I think I got at a thrift, either a garage sale or a thrift store. So it's not that great, but it'll do for now. I have plaster walls, and this, I was going to put a shelf up here, but the studs were too far apart for the shelf I wanted. So I just thought I'd throw this up for now. And as you can see, I totally just stuck thumbtacks in there, but I had to actually use the hammer. So I don't know if you can see this one. Is that focusing on there? Sorry for the... Yeah, that one broke. I actually destroyed about 3 of them. I used a hammer. So if I like this and it works out, I might then find some nails and make it more permanent or get a better bulletin board. So what I'm going to do here is I put some thumbtacks in here, and this cork board really isn't that great. It's not very thick, so these aren't sturdy at all. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that in just a minute. So hold on. Okay, so this is part of a recycled sweater that I have, that I thrifted. I got at a thrift store. And this is like the end of a sleeve. I've used yarn from this in many different projects, but right now I'm just going to see if I can pull off some yarn. This is some yarn. This is cotton, 100% cotton. So I'm going to use it for some string for my bulletin board thing that I want to do, I think. But it's kind of, I don't know what happened here. Why it's all stuck. So I'm going to see what the problem is here. All right, I pulled off a length already. It's pretty long. That might even work, but I'm going to pull off a few more. Usually it comes off in one chunk, but you can see here there was a hole maybe in the sweater when, yeah, this must have been a hole in the sweater, which is maybe, I might have talked in. Sometimes if you go to the thrift store and you point out the holes, and you're just looking for recycling yarn, like yarn to work in projects or to knit with, sometimes they'll discount it even more for you if it's got a defect like that. So I always like to try, if the yarn is good, I always try to get, I don't shy away from anything with a hole, especially if it's wool. Now, my vegan friends wouldn't approve of wool, but I mean, the sheep was already sheared a lot of times years ago when you find wool sweaters at thrift stores. And so I don't see anything wrong with using wool sweaters from thrift stores and reusing an old material that's already been harvested. I also like new wool, but I always pick up wool sweaters if I can at the thrift stores. I mean, here's the thing. When you buy a thrifted sweater, somebody doesn't want that item, and you're going to buy a sweater's worth of wool for anywhere from $2.50 up to $6 at a thrift store. And I mean, sometimes you can find really good finds. I think the last time I went in, I found a 100% alpaca sweater. I'm telling you, you can't buy a sweater's quantity worth of alpaca for $5. So not only do I enjoy the hunt for quality wools, garment quality wools or craft wool or, you know, yarns, I think it's fun to find them. I love unraveling them, and I just like the reuse instead of buy new when I can. So yeah, there must have been a hole here, because you can see normally this would be coming off as one long thread, but I'm picking out these little broken ends. And if this was wool, like with cotton, these little short pieces, you can't really do much with them, right? But I mean, you could use them to tie things, or you could save them. if you could embroider with these little bits, especially some of the longer pieces like the one over there, that would be great to embroider with. But if it was wool, then they're really, you can felt the ends together. You can spit felt them together, or if that's too gross for you, you can just weave in the ends. Wool is really sticky on itself, so you don't have to really tie knots if you weave it back in really well. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the butt to knit with strips of yarn, but with wool, it's a lot more possible. Felted joins, Russian joins, things like that, or the invisible join, which is a knot with wool, holds way better than a synthetic like an acrylic or something slippery like a silk or a cotton. So I'm going to get some of this off of here, and I will show you, I'll come back and show you what I have done with it in just a minute. All right. So I went ahead and unraveled the sweater. You can see outside it's pretty cold out there, and it's snowing. This is a view from my craft room window. You're supposed to get up to a foot of snow, not all at once, through Thursday. Anyway, so it's a good day to work in your craft room, I think. So here is what I harvested from that little bit of end, the usable balls, and then here's the broken bits that I need to throw away that were just too short. All right, so here's what I did with it, and this isn't perfect, but oops, pardon me. There's what I did. I just strung up some of that yarn so that I could hang up some of the earrings that I had been beading this winter. Just little things, nothing fancy, just cute little earrings. Earrings usually end up, when I do craft shows, they sell pretty good for me. So, and I enjoy making them because they're quick. When you get a beading fix and you need a quick beading fix, earrings are the way to go because you get to play with your beads, but you're not there for hours. So those ones with the diamond drops, I think those were from a thrifted pair of earrings I found and took apart. I thrift jewelry as well and like to take it apart like those. Those gold beads on those two pairs of earrings, those were thrifted from different jewelry. So that, oh yeah, those rose beads I also got from a thrift store. So that is, that's what I did with it. So these, it's drooping because I can't get the tacks in very deep in this really sad corkboard. So what I think I'm going to do eventually, not now, but it's pretty deep here. So I think this is a perfect candidate for either A, getting another piece of corkboard and maybe spray fixing it on there or something, or getting some batting and making a cute, I'm sure Pinterest has several ideas, filling that up with batting and then covering it with a cute fabric. But anyway, so that I like to, when I'm making beads, I kind of like to just hang them up, kind of be inspired by what I did before, get any new ideas, and before I bag them up to put away for sale. So that's it, and now I have a mess on my table that I won't show you, so I will leave you with a shot of the lovely snow, and I will say goodbye for today.